How are you, my friends? This video is presenting 15 solve the view questions for algebra course lectures 1 to 12. So the first 12 lectures in this algebra course, I have prepared actually two videos, 115 solved questions for the review, mixed questions, another video 16 solved review questions. If you need to see the lecture itself, you can go please to the playlist called Algebra Course Lectures. Let's start now. So let's start directly. Question number 1. If x is greater than 3 and less than 4, evaluate this expression. As you can see, the absolute value, we have to check the number inside the absolute value like this. X between 3 and 4. So if you put any value for x in x minus 3, it will be positive number here. See, positive number, that means the absolute value of 8, suppose this is an A, it will be x minus 3. Now x minus 4 will be negative. Just put any number there from 3 to 4, minus the 4, it will be negative. So we put a minus before that, minus, and then according to definition of absolute value, x minus 2 is positive. So we put x minus 2 without anything. X minus 6 will be negative, expression will be negative, so there is a minus, x minus 6. So when you simplify this, you get x minus 3 minus x plus 4, and there is x minus 2 minus x plus 6. Cancel the x's, 1 over 4 is the answer. Maybe a simple question. Number 2, let's find the value of this expression. Rational exponents, there is a division and multiplication in the same question here. So we play with the powers here. 81 is 3 to the power 4. Just multiply that by 5 over 4. See, 4 times 5 over 4 will be 3 power 5. Second one, 4 is 2 squared to the power minus 3 over 2. Multiply the powers. So we cancel the 2. Power is minus 3. Divided by 27 is 3 cubed to the power 2 over 3. We cancel the 3, this is 3 squared. Now, 3 power 5 times this. Division, we change it to multiplication by the reciprocal 1 over 3 squared. We take the 3 and 3 because the same base, we subtract the power, 5 minus 2 there. And this one we say 1 over 2 cubed according to the formula for negative exponents. Now, if you need any of these formulas, you have to go back to the lectures and all the explanations and details are there. These are only review questions. 5 minus 2 is 3, so 3 cubed divided by 2 cubed, 27 over 8 is the answer for this expression. Now find, there is an interval here, minus infinity to minus 2, union, closed, 3 to infinity, all this, you find the union, and then intersection with this one, closed minus 7 to 8. Let's leave the answer in interval notation. Best good idea here is you can sketch it, graph it. See, minus infinity, we start from minus infinity until minus 2, open. Open, we have open circle, so minus 2 is not included. That's A. Closed 3 to B, so closed from B until infinity. The union A union B is this. See, this is A union B, this one and this one. Now intersection C, let's call this one C, minus 7 to 8. So it runs from minus 7 closed until 8 open. So let's find the intersection between this C and A union B. We see this is intersection here. Minus 7 to minus 2, minus 7 closed and 2 open union. 3 close to 8 open. That's the final answer here in this. 4, let's see, this is more difficult question. Given these sets A, B, and C, find A intersection B, all union C. Now, there is a little trick in this question. Let's go to A. X greater than -1 less than or equal to 12. So you see, there is no condition on the X. So X is any real number. B, X is an integer number between -2 and 2. It's an integer number. So that's a condition here. C, all the numbers X less than 0, the negative numbers. If you try to graph it, it will look like this. A, from -1 until 12, C closed, that's A. B, -1, see the -1 only, the 0, that's the blue, and then the 1. So B has 3 numbers only. Let's go back to B. Integer number. It's not a real number. We cannot take fractions. We cannot take radicals. Only -1, 0, and 1. C is less than 0. So we go from -infinity until C open, 0 here open. That's C. Now what do we need? A intersection B. That's A, that's B. What is the intersection between A and B? 0 is there. See, 0 in B, 0 also in A, 1 also. So 0 and 1 is A intersection B. So this is A, this is B. Union the C. So we take 0, 1, see 0 and 1, union the C. So all this is the C from -infinity until 0. Since we have 0 there, so it will make it closed. You see 0 in the intersection. So it will close this. So -infinity to 0 close. Union, only the number 1. Only the number 1. Nothing is there between them. Number 5, also absolute value. We have some radicals, we have pi, and we need to simplify this. Absolute value of 2 minus square root of 5 minus this. So the whole idea here is to check the value inside the absolute value here. The value inside the absolute value. This one, 2 minus square root of 5 minus 3 plus pi. Check, is this positive or negative? That's the whole idea. And then we simplify square root of 45. Now, 2 minus square root of 5 is negative number because square root of 5 is more than 2. Minus 3 plus pi is positive number because pi 3.14. So the positive number becomes the same here. See, it's the same. And there is a minus from the question. And this one, absolute value, this is a negative number inside. We have to put a minus. That's the whole story. We put a minus because it's negative to make it positive. We have a minus from the question. This is positive, so we leave it. Pi, we leave it -1. 45, we make it 9 times 5, break it down under the radical. So it will be 3 square root of 5. Now, you can cancel things here. You can cancel the pi. You can cancel the numbers. And then we are left with the square root of 5 divided by 3 square root of 5. Also, we cancel square root of 5. So the answer is 1/3. Nice answer. Number 6, use distributive property to evaluate this number. So easy. Remember, you cannot use a calculator. We can see here a common factor, 1.5. See, this is 1.5. This one, 1.5, 1.5. You can take it common factor. And then you can subtract here, 1 over 6, 5 and 6, 6, 5, 6. So 1.5 is there. 1.5, 1 times 2, 2 plus 1, 3 over 2. And this is 100. 100 times 3 over 2, 150. Let's see now question number 7 about factoring. Factor the expression completely. We have 3 terms here. If you want to see more about factoring, please, you can go to the playlist called Algebra Course Lectures. There are 3 lectures, 10 for 2 terms, lecture 11 for 3 terms, lecture 12 for 4 or more terms. Now, in any factoring, we look for the greatest common factor here. If we look at the power here, m power 8, m power 5, m power 2, the smallest is the common, and there is also a 2. So we take 2m squared as a common factor. The greatest common factor is 2m squared. It will be part of the answer, you can see here. Now what's left inside is m power 6 plus 26m cubed minus 27. This is a trinomial, so that's similar to lecture number 11. Just factoring trinomial, simple and easy, minus 1 and 27. If you multiply this, you get that one. Cube, here we have in cube. Now inside we see, can we factor more? We see difference of 2 cubes. Here we see sum of 2 cubes. Difference, we go here, second formula, x cubed minus y cubed. X is the m and the y is the 1. Go slowly here. M minus 1, m squared plus m plus 1. Now here, m cubed plus 3 cubed, first formula, because it's a sum here. So every x is m, every y is 3. So m plus 3, m squared minus 3m plus 9. That's the factoring for this. Now we go back to absolute value. X greater than or equal to 10, find the value of this. Same idea, absolute value 4 minus x, we ask, is this positive or negative? Absolute value of x squared plus 3, we ask, is this positive or negative? X minus 1 inside. Now there's a minus and there's a plus in the question. Let's see. The first number here, 4 minus x. See, x is big number greater than 10. So that would be negative. We put a minus. X squared is a positive number or 0. But x is greater than or equal to 10. So it's positive plus 3, positive, all positive. This one is positive. X minus 1 is positive. So this minus from the question, and there is no need to put the minus like this one here. Just simplify the expression. Minus 4 plus x squared plus 3 minus x plus 1. Simplify all the numbers, you get x squared. Nice answer. Question 9, not easy, about exponents. If 2 to the power m is equal to k, find the value of the expression here, 8 to the power 3m minus 2. In terms of k, we have to have k something power, a, b, c, d, e. This is a multiple choice question. We can have sometimes MCQ questions. So this one we call it the given, and this one we call it the required. And we have to find the correct answer. You can try it if you like. You can pause the video anytime. Try the question, and then you can check the answer in the next slide. So this is 2 to the power m is equal k. What is needed is this one. I start with the required. The 8, I make it 2 cubed. 2 cubed, all to the power 3m minus 2. Multiply the powers. 3, this is 9 minus 6. Then you can go back. You see this formula here. I think everyone knows that. A to the power m times a to the power n. When you multiply the same base, you add the powers. Now you can go back and make it 2 quantities. See here, we can go back 2 to the power 9m times 2 to the power minus 6. 2 to the power minus 6 is easy, 1 over 2 to the power 6, 1 over 64. This one, 2 to the power 9m, I can rearrange it and make it like this. 2 to the power m, all to the power 9. And I know 2 to the power m is k. So k to the power 9 over 64, the answer is D, as you can see here, k to the power 9 over 64. Factor the expression completely. Again, back to factoring. Remember here, this is 2 terms, yes, because the 1 plus here we have term and a term, so you can go to lecture number 10. Let's see what is common here. Easily you can see the common. See 4x minus 12, all common. See? I know there is a 4 here common, but I can take the whole bracket, see all of it, out. And then x squared, the smallest power. 3 and 8, there is no common. Just continue like that until you get the final answer. So I take x squared, you see that one, x squared. I take 1, 4x minus 12, one of the brackets. Then what's left here is 3 times the bracket, because I took 1 out, plus 8, and then the x. So multiply here, 3 times 4, that's 12, minus 36 plus 8. So that will be 20 minus 36, you see that one. Also we have here 4x minus 12, take a 4 common factor out, will be x minus 3. Also we have another 20x minus 36, another common factor inside. See, there's a common, 3, 4 times. Common factor 4, so that will be 5x minus 9. 4 will be outside because it's all multiplied. It will be 16x squared, x minus 3, 5x minus 9 is the final. You can ask always, can we factor more? Can we factor more? If yes, you have to do it. If no, that's the final answer. Simplify the expression. Really nice question. We have m plus n to the power 8 over 3, m minus n, same power 8 over 3, m squared minus n squared to this power minus 2 over 3. A big mistake students can do here to distribute the power here. That's a big mistake because we have a minuses and pluses. Never, never, never distribute the power if you have subtraction or addition. You can distribute if you have multiplication or division. Also, I advise you to pause the video here for a few seconds, 1-2 minutes also, and then you can try it. Let's see. I will go and factor inside here. See, m squared minus n squared, I will factor m minus n, m plus n. And then the power minus 2 over 3. Then I use this formula here. A times n. You see, this one, m minus n is A, m plus n is B, all to the power n. So I distribute this power, this power. Then I take the same base here, 8 over m plus n is the same base, you see, the first and the last, so I can add the powers. And then I take also same base here, m minus n, and I add the power. 8, same denominator here, 8 minus 2, 6 over 3 squared. So the final answer, same power here, m plus n squared, m minus n squared. Nice, really, answer. Question 12 is about scientific notation. Write the whole number in scientific notation. See, some numbers are very small, some numbers are very big. It's better to write them in scientific notation. I think you know the idea. See, I mentioned here, write each number in scientific notation, then use the laws or rules of exponents. 2400.0, so it will be 2.4 times 10 to the power 3. This one small number, 0.00000. So move the decimal point to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4.5 times 10 to the minus 6. Same thing here, small number. This is a big number, 1.5. So you have to leave a number here less than 10. You can go back to the algebra course, lecture about scientific notation. You will see the rules, 10 to the power 9. This is a big number. Now let's put the numbers here, 2.4, 4.5, up. You see the up here, 2.4, 4.5. 3 times 1.5 is 4.5. So we can cancel this directly, 4.5. Here we add the power, 3 and minus 6, we add them, we get minus 3. And down here you add minus 5 and 9, it will be 4. See, subtract now, minus 3, minus 4, so minus 7. You cancel 4.5, only left with 2.4. This number should be less than 10. Question 13 is interesting, really interesting, because I have a big expression with radicals here, 6 over this, all this, is equal to a plus b square root of 3. I need the value of a plus b. So the idea, I take the left side here, rationalize, you know, the rationalizing, multiply by the conjugate, up and down, and then simplify until you reach this one, some numbers here. Then you can take a, you can take b, and then you add them. It's not that difficult. Rationalize each binomial. So square root of 3 minus 2, I multiply up and down by square root of 3 plus 2. Just do it 2 times. 3 plus this, I multiply by 3 minus square root of 3. Multiply up, multiply down. See, this one with this one becomes 3 minus 4. This one with this one, 9 minus 3. So that's minus 6. Cancel the 6, there is a minus. When you rearrange it, compare here. When you cancel the 6, you get minus 3 minus square root of 3. Compare this with this. See, square root of 3 is the same. So a is the minus 3, b is the minus 1. When you add, you get minus 4. Really nice question. 14 also, maybe the simplest. It looks ugly, but it's one of the simplest. Find the sum of all coefficients of the polynomial. You understand the idea? Find the sum of all coefficients. This is a big polynomial here. So you have minus 3 times all this squared plus all this cubed minus all this expression. All of it is one polynomial. We need the coefficients, all the coefficients, and then find the sum. That means add. It's not that difficult. You can do it easily. If you want, you can check, please. Pause the video a little, check, find all the coefficients. Remember, you have to use the formula for the squared. You have to use the formula for the cube. It will be big, big polynomial. Add all like terms, and then find all coefficients, including the constant. Then you add them all. The answer you should get is 60. Look at these nice colors here. See the squared, x squared minus 10x plus 25, we know the formula. See, I put the formula here for you. The cube, I put all this cube, 3a squared b plus 3ab squared. Okay, and then you add this one, multiply the first one by minus 3. Nothing there, plus all this, minus the other one. See, you have a minus here, change all the signs. So that's a minus, that's plus, that's minus, that's plus. This is the final answer here. But we need what? Sum of all coefficients. So minus 9, 20, 39 plus 10. When you add, you get 60 is the answer. Now, very nice question number 15. Simplify. Nothing is given, no conditions, nothing. Can you simplify this? We have big radical, and we have 4 small guys, small radicals inside, and we need the simple answer. What can we do? I think, any idea? What can we do here? Remember, you cannot square both sides because there is no both sides actually. There is one side only. Some students, they might think, let's square. You cannot square because you don't have it actually. 2 sides. Okay, I will go inside the radical, inside, see, jump inside the big radical, and then rationalize. See, I will jump inside here. That's the question. See, that's the question, plus and minus. And then I rationalize. I multiply by the conjugate. This minus becomes plus and plus. The conjugate of this, the denominator. So this becomes squared. And this is 3 minus 2, which is 1, which means nothing. 1 is nothing there. So this one's squared, so I can take one value. Like when you have square root of 25 or 5 squared is 5. So you can take square root of 3 plus square root of 2. This is the answer for all this. Now, thank you for watching. If you like the video, you can subscribe, you can share it with your friends. And I hope I can see you in another video with another topic. Just wait for 16 review questions for lectures 1 to 12. Thank you very much.